just shattered an all-time high, now more than $50,000 for the first time ever. It's a nearly 4% jump from last year. Tariffs are being blamed, at least for part of this hike, with some automakers trying to hold off on raising prices when the tariffs first kicked in. But now those same companies say they just cannot afford it anymore. But higher prices come at a time when so many Americans are struggling to pay their car notes. Fitch Ratings says more than 6% of subprime loans, those are the loans for Americans with low or limited credit, they are at least 2 months past due. That is reportedly the highest rate ever recorded. So joining me now is automotive analyst and producer, Car Coach Reports, Paul Fix. Paul, great to see you. $50,000 and counting. Experts pointing to these higher tariffs, also a rush to buy electric cars as reasons for this increase. What say you?
Well, this is a big change. We've seen a big spike in the average car price. Just 10 years ago, it was $40,000, or 5 years ago, it was $40,000 for the average price of a car. So this is a big jump. And obviously, tariffs are to blame partially for it, but there's also a lot of regulations that have come into place that have dramatically increased the cost of creating a car. Lots of safety systems, lots of sensors, lots of signals that go up to servers to help the manufacturers be able to track the car and the systems and give you a better experience as a driver. But all of that adds up. Every single little bit of it has become more expensive as cars have continued to become more complicated. And the tariffs only add to that.
All right, so Paul, how much do luxury car buyers fuel this increase?
That's a great question because the market is always shifting depending on how well the economy is doing. More people are going to be buying more luxury cars. But also, if you're buying a Porsche or a Ferrari, you're going to see a dramatic increase in the cost of your vehicle because those companies have not committed to absorbing those tariffs. And if you're going to be buying those cars, I don't think you're going to be really caring about the additional cost of your GT3 RS or your 296 GTB. But if you're buying something like a Mercedes or a Volkswagen, those companies have both said that they're going to be absorbing tariffs. And of course, this can all change any day now, where the costs are going up and these companies, they can't always support it. Their margins are shrinking, and they have to increase the cost of the vehicle, which only makes it more difficult for the consumer.
Yeah, those margins really are shrinking. Okay, so since we know, Paul, that markets are so dependent on supply and demand, do you think there's any real possibility we see this turn around either through, as yet to be produced, maybe cheaper options or just through the market self-correcting?
I think there's some self-correction that's going to be necessary here, but I think the biggest thing is that there's a lot of investment that's going on here in the United States. There's billions and billions of dollars that have been committed to manufacturing here. And the UAW is behind a lot of these tariff changes because they say, yes, they're only at 30 or 40% in certain factories capacity, and they want to be at 100% capacity for how many cars they can produce. So if the cars are being built here, or if they're finished being built here, or a certain percentage of parts are built here, all of those things will bring the price down. And, we're seeing some of those changes already happening. So we kind of have to cross our fingers and wait and see if these are going to bear fruit, if these tariff policies are going to bear fruit. And if they do, then we as Americans do win because we're going to get cheaper cars at the end of the day.
All right. So, Paul, as you know, we are in the middle of a federal government shutdown right now. A lot of people are struggling. What do these higher prices mean for the average American family? So many families live paycheck to paycheck. And then what is your best advice for people in the market for a new vehicle right now?
Yeah, if you do not need to buy a new vehicle, don't buy a new vehicle. If you are leasing your vehicle right now and you need to get another one, think carefully about what you're going to buy next. Things may change in 3 years when your lease is up and you can get another vehicle, and that's fine. Just make sure to always check your finances and look at all the options. The biggest thing, though, is that there's a lot of Americans that are underwater on their auto loans. And if you're currently underwater on your auto loan, you need to minimize your losses, get out of your loan, get into another one where you're not underwater.
That's
Get rid of the extra add-ons when you're at the dealership. Don't roll them into the loan, and especially do not roll your taxes into the loan.
really good advice there. Paul Fix, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out our car review channel, Car Smarts. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee, and if you want even more content, check out the links in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.